good.
All right.
Green with the assist. Green's got assist number 8 here already.
Yeah, shut up, Jalen.
Outside Mathurin.
Okay, come on, get off me, clown A! Nope, I'm not going that way. Nope. No.
Scoring display he's putting on tonight. To the middle. Good! That's another bucket! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
That's how you share the rock. He does the...
Gotta check my internet to make sure it's not running. It's still running at 3, but why is it fucked up? What's my... This fucking headset's about to piss me the fuck off. Because it's already... Because I had it for about 6 months. 6, 7, 8 months. And it's already stretched out and nasty and destroyed. And the microphone falls over. Where are we at here? We at 300? See, I can't bend down any further or else it'll fall off my head. Will you stay the fuck up here, bitch? I got $80-something to pay the end of the month for that, and then I got to pay.
I'm talking to people around the league, Doris. There's an it factor with Benedict Mathurin.
You know, B.A., he is definitely willing to try to put it. Sometimes that in and itself will carve a spot for you in this league.
Maybe.
Outside to the right side. Here's Whitehead.
I gotta go turn my heat off. My heat's on. Oh my god. I got tons of time to sleep tonight. I can sleep for 6 hours and be fine. Down just to 70. We'll turn it on to 75. Did I throw my... I'm just making sure because I thought I threw away my freaking deal. I got $9 left, Mom, to my name. She's like, okay, well, make yourself a cup of coffee and be good. Because it's all metal up here. But I got this stupid thing that I you know what I want to do though? If I could, I would get a strap or a stretchy strap. This strap's not right.
He's got 5.
No!
Mathurin with a rebound.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to
yes!
shoot. Now we get a chance to check some stats.
The Chris Paul lookalike.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pelicans?
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
I think it's all.
In the NBA, what is considered usage?
Here's what I found.
I just want to see what this has to say about it. An NBA usage rate is just a statistic meant to estimate how often a player contributes to the outcome of a play. In a sport with only one ball but 5 players on the court, it is inevitable that some players will be used more than others. A player's usage rating is meant to measure this. The goal is to get the idea of how much importance an individual player has on their team of court performance. This rate is not unlike target share or snaps in the NFL. Sometimes just being on the court or on the field doesn't tell you how much a player contributes to the outcome of a specific play. In this article, we'll talk. Okay, let's see here. So looking at Steph Curry's usage rate can help contextualize these statistics and let these... So they're talking about the Brooklyn Nets, who we're playing right now. Yeah, if they're all three on the same team. Who's going to get the ball more? That's my question. Which we found out was Kyrie. We did. We found out he's the only one that was still there.
Also important, we mentioned the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
What is 39 divided by 25?
The answer is what?
What is 25 divided by 39?
The answer is approximately
64%. Shut. Fuck.
Over to the wing. Outside, Green. Cunningham with the ball. Picked up by Matherin. Matherin with a steal. Down low. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
I had a usage rate last year at one point was 100%. Was close to 100%. I think it was like
Hey, that makes the
80, it was like
turnover
99 or
hurt even
something like that.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more.
I guess it counts. I guess it counts with assists too. So if you're assisting on a play.
Here's Clowney. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson. Williamson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the inside, Davidson. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist. Davidson's got 59 points. And it's Green with the ball for the Nets. Pass to Clowney.
Terrific teamwork.
Here's Red. Green covering. And the Pelicans get another bucket right there.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Back to Green. And he's going for the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be.
Baseball up until my senior year in high school, just to be a kid. You work different muscle groups. Specializing in sports at an early age is not something that
I just think that baseball is actually a better sport for most kids. Baseball and basketball are the two best sports for kids. Because baseball gives you the fundamentals of working as a team to win a game. Or gives you baseball, strike that. Baseball gives you the individuality to be yourself out there and to make plays and stuff on your own. Basketball gives you the team
I
sport.
really agree with. Sports are supposed to be fun. Brian?
Well, that's the truth. Something we all need to remember. Thanks, Allie.
Tonight, their attack revolves around him. As he goes, so goes the offense.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime.
Get out the way.
Cunningham on the wing.
I waited for
Covered by
that.
Williamson. On the wing, Matherin. Pass to Davidson. From short range, Brooklyn with the board.
Great contest down low.
I'm going to kill Clowney right now. Clowney's going to die. 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 You're going to have to pick him up off the fucking thing if I stop itching in my fucking head. Go away, itch. You understand? Go the fuck away. I'm trying to play a game here.
Outside, Green. And here's Cunningham. Takes a 13-footer. The putback. It's good on the putback.
All right, he's
Cunningham's got
dying.
4 points this quarter.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
I held that button a little longer than I thought I should have. I got to clean my glasses, guys. My glasses are disgusting. They're not disgusting. They're just like really freaking messed up. Now, see, there's still smudges on them. I don't understand this. I cleaned them off twice at the deal. I didn't smudge them at all on the way home. Got these lens wipes that are the greatest things in the world. Yeah, it's just basically rubbing alcohol is all it is. But they add so much shit to it. It's like holy crap. It's not peroxide because peroxide will hurt the glass. It's rubbing alcohol, which works really well on glass, and that's why I always have a bottle of it. I don't have a bottle right now, but I had one that I use for a lot of cleaning my stuff. And I use these primarily. I always have something that has rubbing alcohol in it, and I'll primarily wear these. I'll primarily use them to clean my phone, my deal, because it makes it so much easier, especially when you clean your glasses. It makes it much easier. Double check here to make sure there's no more. See, look, there's still streaks and dirtiness. Why is there dirtiness there? Go the fuck away. Not pushing any pressure on. I'm just gonna forcefully clean it. Is there scratches? What is this? Gotta make sure that it gets clean. And you got this stupid crap here. Because you can't get in where the nose guards are, where the nose pieces are. So you got that smudge of dirt on this right there in your peripherals. So you still got it. You can't get it above the rim either. Triple checking here to make sure that everything is clean. If I can get it up here. Oh my god. Stop. There it is. There's a few scratches on the lenses, but that's okay. It's not affecting me. See these look. Yeah, it's much better. Because there's a few scratches because where I've hit them on going in somewhere. It's not a hindrance, but I had to get glasses because I had to have glasses to drive, and I needed to get glasses. I went and got glasses, and Mom paid for those glasses. Mom paid for my brakes. She needs to stop doing this, man, because she's gonna end up. I'm gonna end up breaking her because it's fucking stupid as hell. Is there a freaking? There's a noodle. Is that a noodle? That's a noodle. No, it's not. I need to mop this floor because it's got stuff all over it. I can't. Look at all this over here. This is all that stupid shit that I have in my deal. Alright, let's get busy and play. Let me double check, make sure we're... Oh, shit. Hold on. Don't do that. Do not do that because it's going to knock something off. Something's going to spill. And it's going to bust my thing. The next time my mud jug falls off, I'm going to be pissed as fuck. Because... Oh, God, I can't throw this away. Like, I'm going to throw this out. I'm like, no, can't do that. You got very little, and you're getting very little from Mom today, probably. It's 5 in the morning. I didn't mean for you to get up. Shit. What's the date on this? Let me see. It's my favorite one. Let me see what the date is on it. So this is a Calypso. It's like one of the best things ever. Is there a date on it? Tells you to shake well. I'm not rejecting it. Ah, the good life. Is there a... It's got pineapple in it. This is Island Wave Lemonade. It's basically like the tropical punch from... Basically tropical punch, Hawaiian punch, basically is what it is. That blue one's my favorite, though. That Island Blue is the best thing ever. Okay. There's that. Where's my other dip can? I always start throwing away my dip cans now because if I don't, I'll be searching for my dip can. I'll grab the empty one and be like, oh, this is not good. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 11 hours. Let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. I have 11 hours till I can be at work. So, take 6 hours, and I have 5 hours to get ready for work. Be about 11, 12 o'clock. Okay, stop. I gotta wash my beard because it's starting to itch really bad. It's not itching, but it's like just every so often I'll get an itch and I'll be in the middle of a game like I can't do this. My fucking foot. I said, hey, look, I got my shoes on. Nice. Yeah, I bought those at I bought not these at Academy. I bought them at I think it was Shoe Sensation. It's a hard name to say. Shoe Sensation, which is basically just a store that it's like nearly perfect basically. We have 3 actual shoe stores in this town. Shoe Sensation, Nearly Perfect, and Shoe Depot. I remember when I was a kid, we had this place that burnt down, apparently called Crown Shoe. It was Crown Shoe, and it was basically just like a normal shoe store we go to every time to get shoes. That's where Mom would take us, because it's like, oh, this is strictly for shoes. They have some good deals on some shoes and stuff. Better than going to Walmart to get shoes, or better than going to, which really didn't have anything but really Walmart. And Walmart was the only thing that had shoes. And you didn't want to get Walmart shoes because you knew you were broke if you got Walmart shoes. Because they were like $20. And they were usually black or white, and they didn't really have any logos on them. Now Walmart kind of sells a lot of safety shoes, Avia, and they sell the safety stop shoes that are safety shoes plus stuff. I have some right there. Those are the Skechers safety shoes that I have that I bought strictly for Briggs and Stratton. I told my mom, I said, she's like, oh, so what are you gonna do? You know, you need some safety shoes when you go in there. So I got me some steel toe work shoes. I actually have steel toe and non-slick work shoes in my closet that I bought. I got from we had $100 to get shoes, and they gave us because what they were doing was they had a mandate from Milwaukee saying, oh, you have to wear. Briggs and Stratton had a mandate from Milwaukee. Oh, you have to wear safety shoes now because we've been having a high number of reported injuries with the feet, and so they want us to wear this, and this. And then we had cut gloves where we had to use gloves to touch things and do things and everything else. We had cut gloves for when we were working on like brakes or something like that. We had cut gloves for the brake department. Then we had the regular gloves that you wore, the white gloves, which were for like everywhere else in this thing. They had heat resistant gloves for the people in die cast and stuff like that. The carburetors, they had the you had to wear a mask because of the level, but I worked on the very first line in the deal, and I walked in, and they had TVs throughout the deal that would tell you where you're supposed to be, or you'd go up to one of your techs and you'd be like, and usually it was John. Usually it was, what's his name? Fuck. It was Josh, the other Josh. It was Josh. It was usually Josh, or it was your boss. You'd have a guy standing there at the table, be like, okay, so here's what you do. You need to do this, and this, right? This is where you're going for your first round. Because you'd have 4 rounds. you'd have 4 different places you'd go. And that was the cool part because they wanted everybody to know how to build an engine. So what they did was they had it where you had 4 different rotations. And basically what it was, my first rotation usually was always head table 1, where I actually made the heads. And then my second rotation usually was where we installed the heads. We put the little pistons in there. The valve, we put the large valve and small valves in there, and we just go ahead and say boop, 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 boom, 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 whatever. And then we'd go and we'd have a person at the end that would install them, and you'd push a foot pedal and go. Then my next rotation, my third rotation, I go and I do breather tubes. This was a little rubber tube that you dipped in water or dipped in soapy water, and you pulled it through a hole until it reached the back where the breather reed went, which was a cover that covered the hole. It'd go right back to the thing. What the tube was meant for was to circulate air into the engine to keep it running, because you had to have a mixture of air, fuel, and spark to make the engine run. So if you're not getting that fuel, spark, and that engine's not running, and the air's not coming through those channels, that channel that goes into the head, you're not going to have an engine running. So I had to do that. And then around 4, I would. So let me think here for a minute. Let me see. I'm trying to remember what my rotation was when I got fired. I think I was working on head table. And I had clocked in too, so I had clocked in and done my stuff. I had clocked in, so they gave me the time that I worked before they fired me. So I had an extra like 35, 40 minutes on my clock, which is kind of sad. So let's see here. I'm trying to remember. I went and did that. I went and did breather tubes. Then I went and did head table 2. Then I went and hung engines. Now I've done where I've done cylinders too. Cylinders basically are the main body of the engine, and you would take it and you would basically you have this giant basket, right? This giant basket that had like 4 or 5 layers of these things in it, right? So you'd be sitting there and you'd be putting in, you'd be pulling them out. You pull one out at a time, and you have these baskets, these hanging baskets that would come down from the right side. They actually go to the left side on the back one, but you're going from the right side. They come down like this. They come down from like a thing that goes, and it goes around and goes around, right? It goes around, comes down. The basket come down. You set it in there on one side, on the right side, and it would go around. The person would put in a couple of things like, I forget what it was. It was like a pin or whatever it was. It was something that went in there. There was like 2 things that went in there, and then the person at the end of the line, the area where you're hanging cylinders, there'd be a person right at the beginning of the line that would set it on a pallet, and then the pallet would go down through the deal, and there'd be people that would put on everything else, and then it would get to the end, it would turn, and it would go down the other side, and then it would go all the way back up front to the other side of the deal. The other side of the conveyor belt, the line, whatever. So basically, you would see the engine you just put on the line. After about an hour, after about an hour, it'd go all the way around till it come back, and there'd be a person standing there, which is what I normally did. And they would take it, and it would come up to them, and you had this hook that you have to put. There's like this top piece, or I forget what it is, but it's like a top piece, and it has a hole in the back of the top piece, and you would put that hook in there. You'd hit a foot pedal and raise it up, right? So it'd come up off the air like this. You'd be like right here, and the hook would come down, but it would only be like a certain level. So it would be like a little bit higher than the deal. So you'd have to catch the hook, or be ready for the hook, or the next engine. Get the hook. The hook would come down. You put it through the hole. After you raise it up with the foot pedal, put it in the hole, and then you'd release the foot pedal, and it would just go on. It would just go on. It'd go down to the paint booth, which is where it would be sprayed black. And then after it got done, it would stop after so long. They have to stop it to let some of them dry, or the north side's got too many engines, which they were always so fucking slow. North side was just the fucking slowest people in the world, dude. I mean, it took them forever. And a lot of times when I would go to work, they'd let us go home early a lot of times or we'd have to go over and help north side, because north side would be backed up with racks of engines. They'd have literally a rack of about 40 engines. They'd have 5 or 6 of those they'd have to finish. Sometimes they had 10. So they have 400 engines they have to finish. Or they'd have to get an order out. It's just stupid. I don't know if it was planning or mismanagement or whatever, but it was just, they need people in there that can run that plant. There's nobody. And I've seen people, I know at least 20 people that work there that are still there now when I was there, that were good people that knew how to work in factories and stuff. And know how to work in Briggs & Stratton, but it was bad. So basically, after it gets done in the paint booth, so first things first, put cylinder in there, you put the pins in, or whatever it is. Little brass thing, they're like little silver things that have a giant head on them. Then you put, then it goes and you put in all the other stuff, like I forget what that's called, but the guy puts the deal in there that goes in the hole in the middle of the engine. Then it goes down, and then it gets put in other stuff, and then it gets put to whatever else, and then it gets the breather reed and the breather tube. Then it gets the little brake thing. Not a brake thing, but it's like I forget what Donna used to do. Because she was the one that had to change all the time. I had to change maybe twice in my entire time I was there. Because most every engine used the same breather tube. I think there was one engine that used a different breather tube and stuff. And we have 3 different engines we had to do. We had weed eater engines, we had lawnmower engines, and we had something else we had to do. I don't think we normally did lawnmower engines, but a lot of the times they had electrical start engines on the other end. And so I've done that. So I've done breather tubes, I've done breather reeds, I've done brakes, I've done I've hung engines, I've hung cylinders, I've done screws for heat shield screws. I did heat shield screws on that one. I've installed the heads. I've done stickers, which is a shit job. You're sitting there for what, an hour, 2 hours? You're sitting there for like an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, just putting stickers on, and they tell you, oh, you got to put a sticker here, and a sticker here, or you got to put a sticker. You get to put one sticker on, and you got to put it right here. That's all you do the entire day. I've done wrapping before. I've done the packaging of the stuff. I've done electrical testing for electrical starts on engines. I've done the gas before. I've done the springs, the little tiny springs in there that people always seem to hate. I've done little hook springs that go into the little holes that help mechanize the thing. I've done the, what do they call that? It's where they start the engine for like 3-4 seconds to see if it runs. It's a test. It's a testing area. Starting engines and stuff. I've done that. I think I've done everything you could possibly do on the line, on the finishing assembly, final assembly lines. I've worked on all 4 of these lines because they would always send us, they'd always pick like the people that they really didn't think they needed over here, which was always me, because for some reason I don't think they liked me, because I think they thought that I was not a very good worker, so they'd send me over to the other lines for easier stuff, and I get sit and put stickers on for a rotation, or I get to sit and do this, sit and do that, because it was different. And then sometimes we go over to the back line where they started a little later than everybody else, so I'd be sitting there while all my people that I normally worked with would go to lunch or get off rotation for earlier, and I'd be like, okay, this is not fair. And then sometimes I'd be working and it'd be like, okay, these people are getting to go home and I'm still sitting here working. So I really thought that was bullshit. They just didn't want us to do anything. So they'd send me, and then I talked to, what's his name? Oh, Jackie Lee, or whatever his name was. Jackie Childress is what his name was. It was Jack Childress. And he told me the reason that he kept sending me over to different lines was because I was a really good worker. He said, what do you mean by that? He said I was a really good worker. He said, you're very efficient in what you do. You really have no problems. Now that you've been here for 6 months. I was like, yeah. It's like, that's why I send you over to every line. And I asked the lady, I went and called, and I was just said, I told her I have no impressions of coming back to Briggs, but I just want to know if I wanted to, could I come back? She's like, yeah, you come back. She's like, yeah, you come back if you want. You can sign up right now, and I'll put you to work right now. I'm like, well, no, I work at Walmart. She's like, oh, then never mind. But she's like, thanks for inquiring, though, because then that means that you still think of us as a good place. Well, I do think you're a good place to work, but, some of the stuff I just didn't agree with, and I had pointed out, so I had never ever pointed out on any of my jobs. I'm so fucking close to on Walmart, it's not even funny, but let me see. Today is the day. We got 63 points, 12 rebounds, and I'm still shooting a 66%. I think that's what that is. Hey Siri, what is 29 times 44? Okay. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. What is 29 divided by 44?
29 divided by 40 is 0.725.
So I have a 72%. I thought I'm a little bit better. I have a better percentage than I thought I did. God, I really gotta. Next game we play here in a little bit, I just gotta make sure that I pay close attention to who's guarding me. Because if it's Claxton or Clowney or whoever we're playing next game, if we're playing the Dallas Mavericks, yeah. So what do you do at Walmart? I work as I'm a fresh team associate. What that means is I work in areas that require it's fresh food, fresh this because it's fresh food, fresh meat, produce, and I don't know how frozen got thrown in there because I don't really associate frozen with like ready to eat items that are ready to go. As soon as you buy them, you can eat them because well, like meat's fresh because it comes fresh. It comes like fresh meat. You got fresh cow's meat. Fresh produce, you all know, is ripe fruit and vegetables and bagged salads and things and all the organic berries and grapes and things. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But also, it includes frozen. And frozen food, I don't know if that's considered a fresh item. And I looked it up and I couldn't figure out why. And I asked her, I said, so I asked Jonathan, and he couldn't tell me why either. So I don't know. But I think it has to do with the fact that it comes frozen and is ready to go out to the shelf. I think it has to do with a shorter shelf life and stuff. So I don't know. I'll have to tell you the truth. It pissed me off. I got Friday and Saturday off, so I didn't get to work with Micah at all this week. I got to see him for maybe like an hour, well, like 2 hours every day I worked this week, which kind of pisses me off because I like working with Micah. And Micah is a really good guy, and he's really smart and very, very charismatic when it comes to. He makes the workload. He makes the work day go by so much better than having to stand there and listen to bratty bosses. This guy, and I'm gonna say this about every one of my bosses that I work under. They make everything better. This is why I like working at Walmart because all my bosses are very funny, very charismatic, very just uppity. They want to get stuff done, and Peggy's real nice about it. The store manager is very nice about it. All my team leads and assistant managers make everything. All my academy trainers make everything so much better when you go into work. See, it's not like when I go to work, I'm not having that fear of I just want this day to be over with. I want to go home. I want to relax. It's like I'll go to work and I'll work. I'll go in there and I'll start working and they'll be like, oh, here, he's here. Okay. I need you to do this, this, and this tonight, and that's it. So basically, I just got to keep meat filled and do these 3 things. Okay. And I don't know when the last time the meat case has been cleaned. Because when we had the no meat situation where we had no trucks for 5 days, they made us clean the entire meat case. So I think the entire meat case is good. What is this? Oh, morning brew. Okay. So I hope you all are having a good day. I'm not going to say what today is because everybody knows what today is. And I'm not a fan of it. And we're playing basketball. We're not playing football. So I'm not going to mention. I am not going to mention the stupid Super Bowl today. I just did. It's the last time I'm going to mention it. Because I do not like football. I hate football. Football is not a sport for me. I played it 1 year in high school, got hurt, and couldn't do anything else the rest of my high school career or my high school days. I wanted to go and wrestle, couldn't wrestle because I couldn't wrestle till probably December. I had to give this. I got hurt in November. The very beginning of November, I got hurt. We played against Jackson, and we had Forest City, Cape, Dexter, and then Jackson. Jackson was the very first Friday of November. We were playing in Jackson. And after that, I couldn't wrestle for the next. I couldn't do anything for the next 3 months. For the next not months, but weeks. 3 weeks. I had 3 weeks left. I had 3 weeks that I couldn't do anything because I had caused some sort of problem with my knee fluid was being drained into my knee. Fluid was draining into my knee, causing swelling, and it would hurt every time I go stuff. And here's how it happened. There was a 360-pound guy that we ended up dropping it. They needed a guy for nose guard, right? And the only nose guard they had for JV was out sick. So they put me in. I was a second string nose guard on the defensive end. Or no, on the offensive end, excuse me. And I went and I blocked my guy. My guy fell down face first into the ground. I kind of swam over him and went like this and pushed him down. He was already on the ground. And then then our quarterback handed it off to our running back, who got hit pretty hard, dropped the ball. This 360-pound guy picks it up, starts running with it. And I see him running, and I'm running after him, trying to get to him, right? Well, I got him, grabbed his leg, and tackled him down, right? I kind of grabbed his leg and kind of climbed up his leg a little bit, and just kind of grabbed him from behind and tackled him, right? Well, I'm laying like prone on his body, right? I'm laying on top of him, kind of like planking almost. This dude, just about the same amount of weight as the guy I tackled, he was right behind me. So I tackled the guy. I fell down. This dude that was kind of like maybe like a yard or two behind me fell on my left knee, the back of my left leg, right? And I knew. And I'm like, oh. And I was hopping back on 1 foot. My whole leg's numb. He's like, well, we'll get you out of there in just a second. I remember Jimmy Dye. I'll always remember Jimmy Dye telling me, dude, we need you. We need you. I know you need me. Because on JV, I had 6 sacks. Yeah, I flew over that dude and just destroyed the quarterback for the other team. I had 6 sacks, and I think I had 6 sacks in like 5 games. I had a sack a game. I was like, damn, I almost have a sack. I have a little over a sack a game. Coach is like, you're really good. Like, yeah, you should have started football in freshman year. No. Nope, the first sport I did freshman year, freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year was wrestling. That was my sport of choice. I was a really good wrestler. I was a heavyweight. I wasn't super heavyweight because I was 220 pounds. Now, super heavyweight was over 250 or more. I was 220 pounds. I was a heavyweight, and I think my entire career I lost 6 matches. And I would say that 4 of those came in the quarterfinals of state. So I was a 4-time state qualifier. Super cool. Super cool. I had some really great people too. I had the Boyer cousins with us. So we had Mr. Roland, Jesse Roland Rogers, Mr. Rogers. We had him. We had CJ Anglem. Who else is there? Chance Rampley, I think, was one of them that was there before. He I think it was his senior year. Or no. He was saying, what is with this Tyler Davidson shit? Can you just tell me what the thing is? We had Chance Rampley, Matt Boyers, the older Matt Boyers. Me and Jesse Rogers and CJ Anglem, and yeah, and they'll always get me for this too. They're like, you remember when you took somebody, you had to have somebody bring you back to the school because you couldn't make it back? You were begging for shit. I'll never do that again. I wasn't a runner. I was more of a person that would powerful person. Because me and Joe, me and a friend of mine, Joe, I forget his last name, but we were weightlifting class together. Oh, this is when Terry Smith had his foot surgery done. This was it Terry Smith or was it the bald dude? Oh no. This was the bald coach. I can't remember his name. It wasn't Coach Smith. It was Coach. Can't remember, but he was our weightlifting coach, and he made us practice. We had these little really light bars and foam plates. They were basically plates that were just black styrofoam. I don't know why they called it an annex. What even is an annex? What is an annex?
Here's what I found.
What is an annex building?
An addition or extension to a building. This is from Wiktionary.
You're fucking kidding me that they have their own dictionary now? So it's an annex. It's an annex of a building. Okay. Basically, it was an additional building that was built on the back side, or I can't remember how. Let me take a think here. Built on the side of, like one, either the back side or the side of the building where the gym was. There was this little building you'd walk into, and it had a green carpet. This green carpet had been there for a while because it's starting to come up in certain areas. And we always had where we had our mats over in the corner. The 4 wrestling mats we had in the corner because they were huge. They were 60 by 40 mats, I think. I think each one would fit. I think 4 of them would fit in a row, long ways in the annex. So you come from this way, it'd be like this. It'd be the width of the thing, not the length, but it'd be the width. And they had these things where they also had the boxes where you do box plyometrics. But they also had these white dots on the floor where you do your dot drills, which I still remember some of them, where you go like this and then you go like this and then you come out back at the back, or you go this, and this, and you flip around and then you do it again. We had to do box jumps and stuff. We'd have to do stuff. So pretty much everything we had, except for we didn't have ladders. We did have the 3-man sled, which was, no, the 4-man sled, where you had to learn how to come in and push up and take that sled. We had weight sleds too we used. We had a weight room in there where all the weight room was. That was cool. But that's pretty much what I did from school was wrestled. That's the only thing I ever did. Never played baseball because I wasn't really good at baseball, but I was good at McDonald's where Gil Richardson's dad was the coach and me and Gil and stuff. And during that game, Cannon Bagby hits one out of left field. First ever home run ever hit out of that ballpark when that park first opened. And I made the crucial second out of the 9th inning. I remember it was Cannon Bagby, Seth Blackwell, it was me, Miles Malloy, and Gil Richardson were on the same team. This was the most fun I ever had. Because it was my first championship game that I actually got to play in. Because we were actually really good. I was a terrible hitter, though. I ain't no Will from Bat Bros. That guy is a monster.
When he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
Here we go.
To the paint. Here's Clowney, and he jams it home with authority.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Well, New Orleans' shooting has been excellent in the third quarter at 57%. Here's Red. He's got 6. Pass to Davidson. Got it. Good job in the low post.
All 5 guys are in
Got lucky.
Their ball movement is...
I played basketball in 5th grade, 5th and 6th grade for First and West Bank at one time. That was intramural basketball because it's middle school. It's in between your elementary and high school days. So it was intramural, they called it. Didn't really do much in basketball. I did play soccer as a kid until I was 13. My first team I ever played soccer for was Sunco, which was Home Service Oil, which is what's his name? I can't think of his name now. I can picture him, and I know who he is. Used to own a Sunco. It was a Sunco branded team, and then my first baseball team I played for the Pirates is a T-ball. A fun thing.
Flawless.
So I played pretty much everything you could play in high school except for golf. I played pretty much every sport you could play except for golf. I didn't play volleyball in high school because we really didn't have a men's volleyball team. I didn't play baseball because I wasn't good at it. I couldn't hit it, so I knew that after Babe Ruth League I was done. And in Poplar Bluff, when you're a kid in Poplar Bluff, in my town, you play baseball, soccer, and basketball. If you're a guy, you mainly do pee wee football. You play pee wee football. You play middle. You play 7th grade football, 8th grade football, and high school football. You play park department baseball, and you play soccer, which is international football. You play those two. Those two you play and then you played basketball, intramural basketball, junior high basketball, and then you play high school basketball if you're good enough to play high school basketball. I wasn't really good enough to play basketball at all. I was good in intramural basketball, but when I got to junior high, I just couldn't play. So I was like, I'm not going to do it anymore. I wrestled mainly most of my junior high and high school years.
Here's Wennington. He's covered by Matherin. And that one's good. Wennington.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Inside. Here's Davidson. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
They're playing great team.
And those sports were my favorite sports, and the time was wrestling was my favorite sport. There's one thing I always will remember in wrestling. Our coach, David Williams, one of the best coaches I've ever had a pleasure of playing under. Severs and Bullington were the second and third best coaches I ever had a pleasure of playing under. A lot of guys took weightlifting in high school because it was an easy deal, because a lot of them were really strong, so a lot of the guys would be taking that to get an easy good grade. But you had to have at least a C+ in high school to be on the team.
Basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Green, the pass to Wennington. Pass to Cunningham. And he makes it on the layup. Cunningham's got 18.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
To the middle. Here's Red. Green covering. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
But high school was my first high school. My freshman year, I took math, science, social studies, history. Did a sport. I had weightlifting my junior and senior year. I did weightlifting both times. Because junior year in high school, when you did weightlifting, you had to start as a. You start with like a. Let's see here. You start with like a. Learning with the light weights, and then you go. You start with like the foam weights, and then your senior year, because what he would do was what the coach would do. It was Coach Jim Brown, who it was. Yeah, Jim would get us to learn. Basically, our junior year, we'd learn all the basics on how to lift, how to do the proper Olympic lift, do the clean and jerk, do the snatch, and we do all that stuff, and we'd learn how to do it with the foam weights before we actually go into the weight room. And then in senior year, you had certain deals, and I did that all the way through college too, because college you had to have a certain stuff. So when you were in college, I was at Three Rivers, you go to the weight room and you have a certain amount of stuff you had to do. You'd have to go to each section of the weight room, and you'd have to do a lift of, and it'd give you your stuff that you had to do. It give you how many reps you had to do, how many times you had to do it, and you had to follow this book. You had this book that would tell you how to do certain lifts and what you had to do for each lift, and you had to keep a record of it, and you put in this little thing, and then the coach or the person that was doing it would have to check everything so they could see if you were doing your workouts. Didn't play any sports in college, but when I went to school, it was a junior college, so it wasn't really a big college. But now it's a college. It's basically just a regular college now.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
But it was cool.
Substitution on the court.
That's basically my entire deal. I played T-ball, and I was really good at T-ball, really good at coach pitch. Really good at, I wasn't good at live pitch, but I was good at coach pitch.
Bridges passes to Winnington. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And the shot goes in. Winnington's got 7 points here in the quarter. New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Brooklyn, Bridges and Johnson work as the forwards. And it's Winnington in at the one.
Earning his money on the interior.
Who is Winnington? That's Anderson Winnington. He has 2 last names.
Here tonight. That's a nice move.
Outside Johnson. They get the rebound. Clowney can't get it to go.
Only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Bridges. And Ward pulls it down. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Step back shot. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can
Puts it in.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
The Pelicans have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this fourth quarter. Here's Davidson, and good! There's another!
But I would say my all-time favorite times in high school would probably be wrestling. Would probably be my favorite thing. Now this is not like none of that. Let's take a guy and suplex him. No, you can't do that.
71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Here's Winnington. There's the 3. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Coming to the floor for the Nets, Moses Brown.
The Pelicans have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Pass to Thomas. Outside Hardaway. Here's Hawkins. Out to the right wing. Here's Davidson. And yes, another basket.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal.
Look at my ears fixed on. So I'd say wrestling was my favorite sport out of anything.
An offensive onslaught. Now Brown. And those dreaded words, load management, never far away. You think 10 years from now, Doris, teams will still play back-to-backs?
Well, B.A., we've certainly seen the league make great progress in cutting back on the number of back-to-backs that every team has to play. But this is challenging. You have an 82-game schedule that begins in October and ends in June. I'm laying odds that they continue to eliminate the 4 games in 5 nights, but I don't think back-to-backs are ever going away completely.
Count it. Good.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
The Pelicans have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. Ward. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long.
Whitehead.
But this this sport right here, basketball, would be one I want to go back and play. This sport here is one I want to go back and play. Basketball.
Jackson outside. Now here's Brown. Shot clock at 5. Yep, that one's good. Brown's gotten his first bucket of the night. For New Orleans, they've gotten 6 of their 13 shots to go to the paint. Davidson's shot is good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Jordan.
And so Jackson Jr. will bring it up for Brooklyn. Pass to Whitehead. No good that time. Good D by Hardaway.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's
How the
ball.
fuck did I start? I didn't step out of bounds,
And a
dumbass.
chance now to look at the schedule for the New Orleans Pelicans. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Dallas Mavericks. And the Nets making a change here. Green is checked in. Doris, the league has always been invested in the G League. A few years in now with two-way contracts, it's been a success as well.
There's no doubt about that, BA. Here's why it's important. For stretches of the season, you can bring those G League players up, and they can get real opportunities on an NBA roster and at NBA-level competition. But on the moments where there aren't those opportunities, they can go to the G League and get incredible experience in the system, understanding what the operations of the team are. It's great for both players and teams.
So the Nets making a switch here. Windler's checked in, and so he makes both from the line. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Pass to Brown. Down low. Here's Clowney. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And he drops him first.
Taking 2 shots.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2 for New Orleans. They've gone 7 of 14 here in the fourth from the floor. Here's Davidson. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Davidson's got 12 now in this quarter. Outside, Green. Pass to Clowney. And here is Green. Throws it up high. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Nicholas Claxton.
The Pelicans have gotten 8 of 15 during the fourth quarter. Here's Thomas. With so many recent #1 picks and MVP winners being foreign-born players, of course, the NBA truly feels like a global sport.
It's wonderful, BA, because when I think back historically, wouldn't NBA fans have loved the opportunity to have seen Arvydas Sabonis in his prime? He spent decades toiling over in the European leagues and was a dominant figure in the sport. But the idea that you can now get Luka Doncic or Mr. Wembanyama at such an early age and watch them unfold their NBA careers, it is fabulous.
Hawkins, the pass to Thomas. Releases from 15. Rebound Brooklyn. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
And the Pelicans making a change here.
For your Jones.
Here's Green. And it's Davidson with a rebound. Davidson's New Orleans has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. With the drive. Here's Red. And he gets that one. That gives him a double-double in this one. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Outside, Green. Out to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Windler. The 3 ball. Pelicans cleared away.
So disruptive defensively out beyond the arc.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. You rack up all those frequent flyer miles, Doris, covering games all around the NBA. So do you have a favorite city?
BA, I would start with, it's been an honor to have covered games in all 30 NBA cities. I think what I'm most curious about is expansion. Do we go back to Seattle? Is there a team eventually in Las Vegas? These are exciting cities perhaps on my horizon.
Outside, Green. Johnson finds Green. And there's the lob. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Here's Red. Green covering. Claxton with a rebound.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Pelicans.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And it was a team effort tonight, collecting their 39th victory of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for T.
He played big all night, relentless on the glass, just helping his team in the possession battle.
Just 5 to shoot. Green, the pass to Bridges. Up and over Hardaway. Bridges misses. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Davidson. And again. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Pass to Bridges. Green with the ball. From deep three-point range. No good. And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. So long, everybody.
We're going to go to practice on this game because I want to make sure that I think we got 2 games against Dallas. They're playing at, we're playing at home, so I'll make sure we get our practice in before we go do 2 practice things. And we're going to try and see if we can't.
I see you out there doing work. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're going to do. Let's get it started, man. Let's get it started. Sounds good. Let's go. Keep it going. One more. Just like that. Let's go. Now we're rolling.
Just all but one. I made all but one. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, coach, fine. Don't call coaches, Joel.
Let's start in the wreck with Fox with Knives. Hey, I know a Fox. Anyway, on the break, going behind the back and above the rim, a sensational poster. We're going to have to print that in landscape. That's 4 defenders smiling for the cameras. Incredible. Take your seats in the theater for Short Demon 1337. Wardrobe call.
Let's play one more game. We might finish this up.
Coming right up. It's time for the NBA. So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Mitchell, Isaiah Stewart out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's Brett Van Vliet, and it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Pelicans, Ward out there with T. Then there's Benedict Mathurin, and it's Red in at point guard. By this time in the year, Clark, for teams that have exceeded expectations, can we expect that this is their new normal?
I think so. I mean, once that kind of data is in the bank, regression usually would happen earlier. So at this point, I think it's just about building consistency from game to game.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ball game. Van Vliet outside. Shot clock at 6. Ingram outside. Over Ward. Pelicans pull it in. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, as you well know, means cashing in on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they...
Luka's still playing for them?
should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Ingram. What a tremendous game he played against Utah. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw no good for Capella.
Clint Capella is a guy who's a defensive anchor and takes quality shots, and because of that, he plays his role to perfection.
A nice shot by Davidson.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Better than I thought.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Capella finds Stewart.
I gotta put him.
Van Vliet outside. Offline with his three.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Here's Ward. And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points. Ward's got his second bucket of the game to go. Ward's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Pass to Capella. Now here's Stewart, guarded by Davidson. Van Vliet outside. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Ingram. They grab their own miss. Stewart. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Well, Capella's tenacity is so impressive. I mean, he's got an unlimited abundance of energy when it comes to offensive rebound.
A nice shot by Davidson.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Stewart. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
And ball handlers like Mitchell really elevate your offense. His precision passing to pass the basketball at the right time.
Well, I don't pass half the time because people can't get open enough.
Timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Now here's Ingram. Nothing on the board. Mitchell's shot is good.
Outstanding decision making by Ingram there, working it to the open man. Really good possession.
Pass to Davidson. On the wing, Mathurin. To the paint. And it's Davidson missing.
That's the kind of D
knock you out.
He's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Greg, what a remarkable run from the Dallas Mavericks in that 2010-11 NBA season.
And some say it's the toughest title any team has ever won. When you consider the juggernauts they took out, including the victory of the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. So Clark, with his talent and upside, the future is extremely bright for Benedict Mathurin.
Very bright, shining extremely bright. I love this young man. Like his comportment, Kevin, as much as I like his athleticism and his ability to score at all 3 levels, he just seems to be unfazed and plays with a maturity and confidence that belies his youth.
Here's Stewart following the score by New Orleans. Pass to Capella. Inside. Puts it up from 15. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. Pelicans leading by 6. To the middle. One-on-one here.
Good work by Mathurin getting rid of the ball when somebody has a better shot. You've got to throw it his way.
Davidson's gotten 5 of his 7 shots to fall. Van Vliet on the wing. Red with the steal. To the inside. Here's Davidson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Pelicans.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. A nice shot by Davidson.
You got Fred VanVleet on me, man. He's going to get it every day, all the time. That's going to be the best shot ever.
They've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here's Capella after the made shot from Davidson. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. The rebound by Davidson. Davidson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backdoor.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Dallas calls timeout. Last time they met was in Dallas.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Here's Capella. An 11-point game for him in the win against Utah.
And he was terrific in that game defensively as well, blocking 4 shots on the night. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
A nice shot by Davidson.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now, here's Stewart. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Van Vliet. Boy, that win against the Jazz, he's another guy who really showed up to play. Near the 3-point line, it's Mitchell, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Van Vliet. He has yet to score.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Ward, good.
Come on, dude.
Just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And it's Capella missing.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Stewart kicks to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Capella's so good at finishing around the rim, showing you right there. Great explosiveness inside.
And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
And you got to clog up those lanes. Mitchell just explodes to the rim when he gets to that launching pad. Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
One-on-one here. Here's Wheeler, and that one is hammered home.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now here's Van Vliet.
Does that work?
How
does that work?
Yet.
How does that work? That's funny as hell. I just stole the ball and just like threw it in like, okay.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point.
How did I foul him?
He'll head to the line.
I was coming from the left side.
Hey, I know
the right side, yeah.
Looks a little wispy and light, but his strength is deceptive.
And the Mavericks making a change here. New Orleans leading by 20. Down low. Drops in the layup for 2. And now it's 27 points for T.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Right side, Mathurin. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And really keeping the ball hopping around.
3 assists so far, yeah. 6 rebounds, 3 assists.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great
I'll get 30
pass
points
leading
by the
to a
end of this.
basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Here's Lively. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Yep, that one goes.
Able to finish through contact there. Wiggins with the broad shoulders and excellent body control. Nicely done.
To the middle, here's Davidson, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Here's Lively. Scoreless thus far.
Derek Lively. Oh, there's Mitchell. Donovan.
Got it.
Damn it, Donovan.
Goal of the game on just 5 shots. New Orleans leading by 22. Here's Davidson. Lays it up and banks it in. Davidson's got 31 points.
Telling you.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school.
Every
one of their last 10 points.
He's back on the season now. He's back in the court now. I hate playing against Wiggins, though. Wiggins sucks, dude. I'm supposed to play with him from Minnesota.
Now, here's Mitchell. 17 points for him last game against Utah.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked
You're still in there.
The defense all game long.
Substitution on the court.
To the paint, here's Davidson. And it goes down 2 points. Davidson's got 33.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now, here's Wiggins. He had 22 points in the win against Utah. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. A nice shot by Davidson. And now that's 35.
7 for 7. He only shot 7 shots. But he went
with their offensive execution.
Unguarded pretty much.
Has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Oh, the leaping ability of Mitchell, allowing him to go way upstairs.
Davidson, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Dallas. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
You know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
2 second.
What is my percentage right now? I'm up 19 points. 19.2 points per percent. 19.2% better than I am last year. From 3-point range. And I'm .4. I think 2.4 my free throw percentage. God damn. I'm 1/10 of a minute, so I'm 10 seconds better this year, more this year. I played 37.7 my second year. That was nuts. I played over the minimum amount, almost the maximum amount of time I played. I have 3,638, so I still have a lot of points to gather. I got 4,000. Let's see. 4,200. Let's see. I'm 4,250. 54? Let's see. What is 7,894 minus 300? What is 7,894 minus 3,638?
It's 4,256.
4,256. I have 4,256 goals to match my second season. Okay.
Difference between shot clock and game clock. Mitchell outside. 6 to shoot. The 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Mitchell's got 13 points.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The
got a quarter.
has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Pelicans here, guys.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
We've got Hawkins. Herbert Jones is out there with T. Then it's Thomas. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Big miscommunication.
I have 7 rebounds in the first quarter. That's crazy. Just shows you how good I am. See, now, I consider this a sport, but I don't consider it an actual legitimate sport, but you can kick some booty.
On defense, he recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Outside, White. To the left side wing. Lively's shot is off.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And that one is good. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone.
I think it's like you take like 10 seconds or something like that, or you take too many dribbles and then it's not considered an assist anymore once you pass it.
Here's Mitchell. Thomas grabs the rebound. And here's Thomas who brings it up for New Orleans. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Jones. No good that time. It's stolen by Jones. The pass to Davidson. Back to Jones. To the inside. Outside for Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. Over Mitchell. Thomas, no good.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Inside.
Okay, I'm going to stand here until this guy throws the ball, and then he's going to throw it to his guy, and I'm going to catch it, and I'm going to take it off. It's like not even fair. It doesn't give anybody any chance to set up.
And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. Pass to Lively. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins.
Yep.
That's his first foul. And the Mavericks making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. The Pelicans shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. And stolen by Wiggins. To the middle. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Very capable as a point guard is Derek White, showing off his...
Here's Davidson. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. And the layup falls. Davidson's got 39.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Passes it to Wiggins. Outside, White. Guarded by Davidson. Shot from 12. That's blocked by Davidson.
Fuck you.
Thomas against White. It's Thomas, high post. Still scoreless. Here's Becker. And that one's drained from the low block.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him
get Trace out here. That's a good shot.
Van Vliet looking around. The rebound by Davidson.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Oh, great ball movement there.
I got an assist on that, and I should have kept it because I would have had 2 bars.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Lively. Dallas, no good that time either.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The way the league is now, Greg, on any given night, we sometimes see a team fall flat. Is it just luck of the draw?
Sometimes players are tired, and sometimes they relax. You know, this is why leadership is so vital, setting that standard for others to follow.
Here's Van Vliet. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Red passes to Davidson. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Right through Derek Lively. That's funny.
Of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, I think that's exactly the right attitude for White to have.
I like the fact that my name is actually in the game because it's like Tyler Davidson. That's a great name. I'm glad we have one.
Go at the defender head on and don't back away from the contact.
Ward, he's checked in for New Orleans. Benedict Mathering comes in for Cameron Thomas. There's the pass to Davidson, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see
6 assists, jeez.
their plays.
Boy, this
is only the second quarter too, so I'll have a triple-double by the end of this night.
I mean, every single attempt
Where's
finding
it going?
the bottom of the bucket.
Let's check in with our
You're not
reporter,
confused.
David Aldridge.
Well, guys, T in that last outing
Ooh.
against Brooklyn put on a show. He had an impressive number of points and, as usual, controlled the glass. An amazing performance. Probably
Good job,
won't see
Benedict.
that like that anytime soon.
Then he got the...
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Takes the 13-footer, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Ingram's got his second bucket of the night.
What about those dribble moves from Ingram? I mean, really good at carving his way through whatever the defense throws his way.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
He kicks it to Capella. Back to Ingram. With the teardrop, and he comes up with the deuce. Ingram's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Davidson passes to Ward. Here's Davidson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Davidson's got 49 points in the game. And so it's Ingram who picks up the ball for Dallas. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And really showed their depth when they...
Oh, he made it anyway, dumbass.
Having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Shoots from the block. And again, that gives him 51.
He didn't look easy.
He is anchored in and making a living down
low.
tonight.
I'm telling you, I'm kicking his ass. Pissed off right now. I want to beat these Dallas Mavericks 2 games in a row.
Still yet to score. Stewart finds Ingram. Shoots from the elbow. And it's Dallas with another.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
And that is a great move off the baseline and a big-time play at the basket.
Agreed. Fantastic reverse dunk. Had to get up high for that one.
Guys, that's exactly the kind of play that can really spark a team to a rally.
White bounce pass.
A rally?
Here's Capella. Rebounded by Ward. Ward's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the inside. Mavericks with the rebound. Stewart's got his 4th rebound.
I don't understand how some of these shots get missed because the fucking stupid guys don't do nothing. They just stand there.
Last one here tonight. And Ingram. Here in this quarter.
Yeah, you know, he's slight of build, lanky and long and athletic, but he still finishes through contact. And he's not afraid to go in there and take the hit either.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Clock at 6. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Here's Wheeler. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Ingram. White inside, defended by Mathurin. And it's White missing. Outside Mathurin, down low.
Come on, niggers!
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
Mavericks ball.
Tate,
that bullshit, that's fucking bullshit right there. Because that is bullshit.
With the score, your Pelicans 91. The Mavericks.
All right, they better be ready because they're gonna get knocked the fuck around, dude.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from T.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Right, Van Vliet out there with Mitchell. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Capella in at the center.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Ingram kicks to Stewart. Knocked away. And here's the fast break. Stewart with the steal. Here's Ingram. Good. And
bullshit, 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 bullshit. You know what, you're done.
Now.
And you know, as time
guard this
goes
bitch.
on, Ingram continues to embrace more responsibility. He wants to be the focal point of this offense.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Van Vliet outside. And Stewart gets it to go.
And great find by Van Vliet.
Hey, Isaiah, guard this nigger.
This offense and generally makes good decisions.
And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Mitchell against Mathurin. Here's Ingram. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Here's Davidson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish. He's a high percentage scorer for a reason now. Capella, an alley-oop specialist.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
13 feet away. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Pass to Wheeler. To the paint. And again it will go. Basket is good from Davidson. Davidson's got 12 points here in the second half.
Justin never did text me back and let me know that I made it home. Because I told him, I said I made it home.
Ingram passes to Van Vliet. Ingram kicks to Van Vliet. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here he goes. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Why? And then I don't understand why you get a green and it fucks up and it decides to not.
Over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact.
The fuck? See, that's bullshit. It never lets you have a perfect.
A good call by the officials.
Launches a 3. And no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Count that bucket.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the
Wish they just shut up and not say anything about anything.
Shooting numbers.
Because every time they say something.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. The rebound by Davidson. Davidson's got 13 rebounds in the game. Exceeding 2 points. That one goes.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say,
that ain't going to get it done.
That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Van Vliet passes to Capella. Mitchell outside. 6 to shoot. Over Mathurin. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Back to Red. Shoots over Van Vliet. Red misses.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
That's good from Van Vliet on the assist from Ingram.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Get off my ass, nigger!
On the wing, Mathurin. Up and in on the lane.
I don't understand why they just sit there and hold the ball and then just sit there and wait and run the clock down, and they try to go get a shot, but they miss it more than not.
They
pass to me. I'm open.
Right now, 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly
run over him and knock
to
him
the
out.
basket, getting great looks inside.
The shot by Stewart with no one around. No good on the 3. Here's Davidson. Covered by Van Vliet. And good! There's another.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Van Vliet on the wing.
Let get the ball, bitch. You might as well just stay where you're at.
Back to Ingram. From outside the arc. No good there.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to read.
See, that's bullshit, because the guy stands in the lane and doesn't get called for a 3-second. He was in there for 3 seconds and you didn't call him.
Close down the shooter and then affect the shot.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, one of the toughest
Fuck
things
you!
NBA
Fuck you!
referees are asked
Yeah!
to judge are carrying
Guard me now,
violations,
bitch. Come on.
where the ball comes to rest.
Guard me
at
now, bitch.
mid-dribble. Now, Warriors coach Steve
Get off
Kerr
my
says
ass!
They've been doing it.
Damn thing. And then when you run in there and you try to cut back, that stops you. It just makes you stand there for a couple seconds. It's like you're gonna get it.
Ever since Allen Iverson convinced the referees that it wasn't a carry. It is a carry, but the whole league's been doing it. Kevin?
Yep, you're right. We've seen it. David, thanks. Here's Davidson. Connects again. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Van Vliet left side. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Van Vliet outside. Mitchell left side. The rebound by Davidson. Davidson's got rebound number 15 here tonight. On the wing, Mathurin. And he uses the glass on the layup. Mathurin's got 12 in the game.
They're doing a really...
Then I hate the assist thing because it's like he takes 2 dribbles and it's like it's just not an assist.
Good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And it's out of bounds.
You take me out, coach. We got a ball.
And Clark, we know Commissioner Silver has acknowledged the game has changed in terms of its impact on players' bodies.
Go!
And so adjusting the regular season's length is not out of the question.
Well, you and I have talked about it for years. I've talked about it with other...
Kid, you need to get your player off the other player, or else I'm going to find, or else you're going to have to sit the player out because it's not fair. That's not right. He's cheating.
Fellow announcers, it would be wonderful to see the season reduced by about 15-20% in terms of regular season games. I think it would enhance the product immensely. And the fact that Commissioner Silver is letting us know it's not off the table, maybe we'll see it reduced in the not-too-distant future.
We've got Jayshawn Tate. Thomas is out there with Hawkins. Then it's T. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Nope, no.
5 to shoot. Outside. And it's Potter with the rebound.